Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we are going to be remaking the Dream Game loading screen. Now, I gotta be honest, a loading screen might not seem super exciting, but when you're waiting on what could be the best game in the world, not exactly referencing my game at this current point in time, but when a player's waiting to play a game and they just see like a black screen or something boring, it's not really fun to wait for said game. If we take a look at our current loading screen, and we're gonna take a screenshot of it, just so we have some reference, it's really not that bad. But the old loading screen we had, I think, was a lot better and will be even better than it was with a few tweaks. Things I like about this loading screen is the black bars to make it feel like it's sort of just loading, I guess. I don't know. This wheel spins, which is super nice. I don't know if we're going to keep that or not because I'll show you guys how we're doing the new scene. And I like this, having some sort of a thing that says it's loading and then telling you what part of the game is loading. Here's one idea, all right? We're going to build a scene that you're going to be able to move your mouse around so you can look around the scene while you're loading. We used to have it like that. I don't know why we scrapped it, completely forgot. And then I think I want to have some sort of like gradient coming up from the bottom. And I don't know what color this would be, but I just think it would add like one more thing that's just really cool. So first things we got to do is build our loading screen. Now, since this is going to be a build, aka more parts, more geometry in the scene, I'm putting it way out in the water. This will make it so it doesn't really get rendered for anyone playing the game, so it's not going to take up any performance for anybody else. Now, here's what I did. I love the idea of having misguided at the forefront, right? That's why it's in the game GFX, and that is why it's going to be in our loading screen. Not only is this one of the coolest buildings in the game, this is a huge part of the Chicago stunt scene. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have it in the background. We're gonna have this Chicago police car as well, maybe chasing the bikes. I'm thinking maybe even two of these guys. There's no cop team in the game yet, but when there is, we're already gonna have the loading screen for it. We'll just say it like that. Up next, we need to do part grass. We don't want any more terrain, as Roblox loading terrain, doesn't always work the greatest. So we're gonna bring this up, and we're just gonna make it sort of the same color as our current terrain. So let's go to terrain, then we'll go to material colors. Grass, will copy this one, and we will paste it in. There we go. And instead of being concrete, of course, it needs to be grass. So let's get that. If we could ever find it, grass. There we go. We've got it. Now I'm going to duplicate this part because we need one over for this other tree as well. I think I'm going to have some bushes in here. If we have any of those, I believe we do. So I think I'm going to put some of those back here as well, just to bring even more life to the scene. We'll move this tree down a little bit. We don't need all of that showing. And these trees, I believe, are, oh wow, this is growing through the concrete. Let's chill out with that. Put that one here, and we'll put that one down just a hair, something like that. I also made this road bigger so we could fit more bikes on it. I'm thinking an angle sort of like this, and you'll be able to move your camera around just a little bit. So I want to have the cop cars sort of in it. I want to have this 636 doing a stoppie for Brian 636, of course. I haven't decided, but I think I want to have this Harley, it's a Dyna, doing a Burnout, and then I want to have myself doing a scrape. But you can't have a Bike Life Chicago game without the dirt bikes, so where can I put this one? And also, that angle's not good anymore. I feel like more ground level, something like this, but I think 4 bikes is just too much to have in the scene, especially if we want to capture everybody. So let's say goodbye to the Dyna, and I might have to scrap myself. I think a dirt bike and Brian is a lot more important for the bike life scene in Chicago. I'm gonna put my bike over here for now. All right, so let's get this. I wish we could do an angle this way. I feel like that would be so much better, but there's not like much in the background. So I think we need to have misguided, maybe like this. Let's turn off our UI for a second, man. So we'd have something like this as the loading screen. I'm not sure, man. We're gonna add a lot more life to it, of course. And if we, oh, wait. We're gonna have to rethink this again because a stoppie isn't gonna have our smoke or our scrapes, therefore no VFX. So we are gonna have to keep me at least. All right, we're deleting the dirt bike. I'm being stingy. I'm going me and Brian for the for the loading screen. All right, I got it. We're gonna do a stoppie with the front bike. We'll go about there. Make sure that this is on the ground. Right there's nice. And then we're gonna do a scrape with my bike, which, yikes, bro. It's gonna be deep. It's gonna be a deep scrape. Okay, it's not gonna be that deep, actually. I'm gonna go about here. All right, guys, now that we have the bikes posed, we need a spot for the camera. I feel like I want focus on the bikes. Like, going this way would be so much better. So maybe we'll move everything forward. And we could use our same scene still, our same idea, but we'd have this other angle. Yes, bro. I think that's a lot better. We're gonna have to put something in the background over here. This cop car, move it back. Let's angle it just a hair. Yo, I think this is it. I think this is it, guys. Let's angle this, angle this. We're gonna go back a little bit here. I feel like the stoppie's gotta be in the front. I don't think this angle is too bad. However, I'm not sure what to have behind this. Like, all of this empty space would be a bunch of houses, but I haven't really built those yet. Maybe we'll use the ones we have on the map already? Let's see how that works. Let's see. I think I flew the wrong way. I'm already lost. All right, bros, I copied a row of houses from the map. I think this will actually work out really well. This is the same building style that's behind Misguided as well, or within the few blocks from it. So I don't think we'll be too bad here. We may need to put another road in the back just as a way to divide it up a little bit. Something like that, and then probably a grass patch for the houses to be on. Okay, that's definitely better. If we had an angle, something like this, that's definitely better. We've got something in the background now. Should we bring these up some? Then we'd have to bring the grass. We'll probably bring the grass up as well. I don't know, man. I think this is good. I'm also gonna duplicate these and put some more on the back over here. Bros, this is not bad. However, the stoppie might be the bad idea now. If we could do a burnout and a scrape, both of those could have VFX, and I think it'll help the scene a lot. So let me see what we could do here. Brian doesn't just do stoppies, so I think a burnout's gonna be okay. We have some VFX. Here is our scrape, and here is our burnout. Let's see, this is about to be sick. Have this, let's go over, and let's make it turned just a bit. Get the scrape placed as well. We might be going a bit overkill, so we're gonna have to check these out and maybe edit these emitters just a hair. We need our angle, man. I think this is it. I think this is the angle. I wonder if we could set camera FOV. Like, in this loading screen, if we could put the FOV to, like, let's see, like 45. Yo, hold on. We might have to actually do something like this. Look at this. 45 FOV, this sort of an angle, and being able to move your camera around like this. I think that's dope. Let me hit up the scripter real quick and see what we could do. Fantastic news. Robo said he can set my camera exactly how I have it here. So this is going to be our scene for the thumbnail, and you're going to be able to move around just a little bit. I'm also going to see if we could do separate lighting for the thumbnails so we can add some sort of depth of field. That's going to help clean up the background here a lot, kind of blur it out so it doesn't seem just too stagnant and still. The next thing I need to figure out how to do is pose the avatars. That was the biggest issue for the last one, as they would always move or become unposed when you're loading the game, and I don't know why. All right, guys, we're gonna skip out on the avatars for now, and I'm gonna go with stage 2 of the plan. The whole goal of this loading screen is to be a lot more enticing and excite players before they even get into the game, so we're gonna add in some sound effects as well. Since we have these particle emitters, we're gonna need at least a burnout sound effect and probably some cop light sound, not the light sound effects, but you know, like some sirens and stuff, some wee woos. So we're gonna do that. I think all we're gonna have to do is put a sound part, maybe like in the headlight or in this top light, I suppose, and then in the wheel or in the smoke emitter, and we should just be able to hear that. I'm not exactly sure how this is getting programmed, if the player is gonna be by this or if it's just a camera, so I don't know how the sounds work internally in Roblox. Like, if I free cammed over to this position, would I hear the sounds or would I not, because my player isn't technically there? We'll figure it out. But for now, we're gonna take this and we're gonna insert a sound effect. There we go. Now I need to go find a burnout / tire squealing sound. All right, guys, so I found this video of Brian66 doing a rolling burnout. So we're gonna take the sound from it and just put it in the loading screen. Hopefully he doesn't mind. But it can't get much real than that. Much real? much more real. We've got that sound added in. Now we can focus on these police lights. I think what I'm gonna do, let's see, what is this mesh part here? It's just this, okay. I think I'm gonna add a block on top of this. We'll just make it a cube, and I'm gonna put that right in the middle. Perfect. Now I'm gonna add spotlights, I think. Surface light might be better. It's not dark, so they're gonna be kind of hard to see, but I know point lights are not gonna be the way to go. Let's try surface lights, and we will put one on that side, duplicate it, and we're gonna put the other one on the back. At the end of the day, I'm gonna have this spinning, so it's gonna kind of project the lights in the way that it's spinning. The first light here, let's make a crazy red. Bright red, perfect. We'll make the brightness up. Wow, 40 might be a bit much, but we're gonna actually try it because it is light outside in the scene. Let's make this one on the back, and let's just make that like a nice blue. Now let's open up our scene tools and click spin. And there we go. We have a scripted spinning light. Spin speed, let's set it to 1. And can we just run this? I am currently free camming over to the location because, yeah, I can't click play here because our scripts make that not happen. And it's not the loading screen yet, so yeah, just flying over the ocean for a quick second. You know, I've been flying for a very long time, and I still don't even see it, even if I zoom in. So I think the streaming enabled is actually deloading it, which is good. That's what we wanted. But it's going to be a lot harder to test until the scripter gets on and makes it all work. So I guess for now, let's just do what we can. So let's put one of these lights on each police car. There we go. Did I not duplicate it? I guess not. Duplicate again. Make sure we put these into the loading screen. So we have our sound effect. We have the police lights. Now we need a police sound effect as well. So we're going to put that right in. I don't think we need the sound in both cars. I think that would be a bit hectic. So we're just going to paste them in the front one closer to the camera. And I need a police siren now. All right, guys, I've got the sounds in. I've got, I think, everything done. We're going to go into our lighting and add a depth of field. There we go. And I'm going to make sure to rename this one. Let me see. What was our base settings? All right, this is our normal one. So 30, 75, got it. Let me just duplicate that. And I'm gonna just add the word loading screen onto the name here, just so we know it should only be active on the loading screen. Now, we're gonna play around with these settings. All right, guys, this is all I could do loading screen wise for now. I'm gonna wait for the programmer to hop on. I don't think we're gonna get the characters posed today, sadly, because I don't know exactly how it's gonna work, and it'd be really cool to have them slightly animated. So maybe my guy is doing a scrape hand drag, or like waving, or just any way to animate them. And then Brian up here, who knows, maybe he'll just be like kind of shifting his body back and forth or something like that. So we're gonna see you when Robo gets on. For now, I'm gonna go into Photoshop with a screenshot of this, and I'm gonna make it how I want the full loading screen to be, and I'll just see you guys when it's fully implemented into the game. Alright guys, the sounds are not working, but for now, I could show you guys the new loading screen, so check it out. The only thing we don't have done is the guys sitting on the bikes. Why is it this loading screen? It quite literally, there we go. So it's a little laggy in studio, but check it out. Oh, the burnout sound is working. But you can move the camera around. It looks very nice. The depth of field is not quite in this yet, so we need to get that working. But overall, we've got our new loading screen. We need the depth of field. We need the lights to rotate. The cop lights were not rotating, so I'll have to check that out. And we probably need to disable the game music during the loading screen. But for now, I'd say that's a W. We got this new wheel vector that spins when you're loading, because I did like that from the last one, but I wanted something on the loading side, so that's pretty sick. We have a new scene, and we have these, which just make it feel more like a loading screen. But guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today. If you did enjoy and want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.